Back at the Insiders, we're now joined by football philosopher and number 54 on the jersey, number 1 in our hearts, perennial All-Pro Niners linebacker Fred Warner. Thanks for joining us here on the Insiders. Hey, real quick, man, a serious question now that we're this time of the year. You and your wife, Sydney, had a baby in March. How's Papa life treating you, man?
Man, it's amazing. Words can't describe that feeling of being a father and a parent. And, little Bo, he's doing great. He's growing every single day. It's so fun to watch him grow and change every single day. He's been the biggest blessing in our lives. And so it's been amazing.
Yeah, it absolutely changes your why, doesn't it, Fred? You know, Judy and I are both parents as well. But now let's get to the football stuff. That's one of the reasons why you're here. And I just wanted to ask you, have you gotten over that tough Super Bowl loss yet? Like, how are you guys dealing with it yourself and as a team?
Yeah, not fully over it for sure. That one's going to sting for a long time. I'm not even over the first one, so I'm sure this last one, it was like 3 months ago. I'm still not over it. Those things stay with you. In this league, you earn scars throughout the league. You face adversity. Losing a Super Bowl, of course, is as big of an adversity that you can hit, and it stays with you and it makes you stronger. It makes you better. I know I'll be better from it. I've watched it several times and seen different plays that we could have made to win that game. And you just got to be better for next time. It's not a matter of if in my mind, it's a matter of when we do go win one.
Fred, you have been so close in those Super Bowls. You said you've gone back and watched them. Like when you go back and you think about it, like what can the 49ers do to just a little bit more to get over the top there?
Yeah, I don't think there's one perfect answer. People are always going to try to critique things, especially later in the game. I know there was this big hoopla about the coin toss, for overtime and all these sort of things. But there's so many plays within a game where you're like, man, if we could have just made that one play, that was the play to win the game, right? And there's so many of those throughout the game. So really, I think the key is to continue to find guys who are finishers. You want to bring in cats who can finish, and the guys who are here, man, you want to have an internal look at yourself and be like, man, how can I be better for this team? I've looked at myself. Even after having a good year last year, how could I be better for that moment to where I can possibly punch a ball out, or I can force an interception in some way. I don't know, something where I can help finish the game for my team, and so I think if we're all doing that, then we'll be in a good spot.
Well, trying to get better, Fred, you're now going on your 4th defensive coordinators. Nick Sorensen was promoted from the passing game specialist to your new DC. What does he do? What does he bring to this defense?
Yeah, Nick's great, man. I love the hire. Nick has been a part of this organization for a couple years now and has been heavily involved with the linebackers. So he's played the game for a long time. So he's just a true player's coach through and through. And he knows what it's supposed to look like. I think he's obviously been around our scheme for a long time, so we'll be able to shore up some of those things that we were kind of lacking in last year and get back to playing dominant defensive 49er football. That's been the standard ever since I've been here. And just because it has been the standard for a long time doesn't mean that you're guaranteed anything going into a season. You have to uphold and continue to push that standard. And I know that we're going to do that. Nick's going to do that for us as our leader in that room. And I think he'll do a great job.
Your comrade, Dre Greenlaw, suffered that very unfortunate, freakish injury, the Achilles. Have you been in contact with him, and how's he doing?
Yeah, I'm out here with him every day, out here in sunny Santa Clara, and watching him go through his rehab. And, I mean, he's in great spirits, man. I think he's going to come back better than ever. It was just a devastating injury, especially last game of the season. But he has as good of a mindset about it as you can have. And, he's such a freak athlete. Somehow those type of guys, they just find a way to come back even better. So I know he'll be fine.
Yeah, Fred, I know you guys added Devondre Greenlaw, the veteran outside linebacker, to help out there. But with all the things you have going on the field, at home, being a new father, you, Abbott, and Real Madrid Football Club have partnered in trying to combat global malnutrition. Why don't you tell us a little bit about that effort?
Yeah, man. It starts honestly with we talked about the birth of my son. Obviously as a professional football player, you understand the importance that nutrition plays in high performance. But now with my baby boy here, I'm really starting to dial in and focus in on, man, I want to make sure that he has the right foods, the right nutrition to be as big and strong as he can be. But unfortunately, I do realize that not everyone around the world has that same access, right? I think one in three people suffer from malnutrition around the world. Growing up, I did play a little bit of soccer. I was a fan of, Ronaldo and Mexico and even Real Madrid. And so that's why it's so cool to partner with Abbott, the global health tech leader. I understand the impact that soccer can play in the world and having a positive impact. So teaming up with Abbott, teaming up with Real Madrid, they're coming out with a great new celebration that I'm probably going to try and mix into my celebration list for next season. Just trying to raise awareness, man. For this issue. And if anybody has any questions about it out there, you can go to beatmalnutrition.com to learn more. And just trying to raise as much awareness as possible.
All right, Fred, we'll be looking for that celebration. But as usual, you and I, year after year, have conversations about the great work you do off the field. So salute once again. All the best.
I appreciate you guys. Thank you guys for having me.